Hey, so I thought I'd give a quick review of the Vivobarefoot Primus. It's one of their new road running shoes. They do have a trail runner out there with there's two different patterns for lugs on the outside. This one is the road though, so it's pretty flat, as you can see. It looks like there's a lot of rubber here, but it's only 3 millimeters between where your foot sits and the ground. So there is no insole on the inside. I don't know if Vivo is figured something out with the insole game, but they do sell insoles, and their website is basically empty of all. They are out of stock on basically every single size of insole. So I will be buying an insole. These are very comfortable. Comfortable is a weird word when you only have 3 millimeters of protection between your foot and the ground. They are very comfortable. They are very, very flexible. Pop right back into shape. This would be a great travel shoe. My intention for this shoe wasn't necessarily to be a running shoe, even though I just did 4 miles in it. Probably won't do more than about a 10K in this shoe until I get really used to it. But my intention for this shoe is to wear it to Disney. So my wife and I go to Disney a lot, and I wanted something that's comfortable, that was a zero drop to wear at Disney. And I think my foot is going to get tired in this from walking around the park that much. I just got a Fitbit and realized how much I actually walk. And yeah, so anyway, again, 3 millimeters. The cool thing about the shoe, though, that I have noticed in some of the other shoes, that Vivo, even though you're very low to the ground, you still have a little bit of rubber protection around here. So if you cut corners, if you're trying to run fast, which I definitely won't be doing in these shoes, you have some protection to keep you locked into the shoe. You do kind of have like a shoe bumper around, if you can see it. So this is like a plastic coating over here, all the way around the shoe, kind of comes up the side. And then they call this stuff V-web. I'll get in there. V-webbing. So I'm assuming in the summer it's going to be a pretty good lightweight option. You can kind of see through, maybe not quite, but anyway, this is pretty lightweight material in here too. The V for the Vivobarefoot, that's going to be reflective. I really like this shoe. I think it has a lot of potential. If anything, it's going to be a new gym shoe, but for right now, aesthetically, very nice. Yeah, I like it a lot anyway. I do notice that there is just a slight point right here. Even though you have full access to your big toe, there's just a teeny tiny slight point coming off, tapering it over. It's not noticeable in the shoe, but with what they're trying to accomplish here, with what they're trying to accomplish, it doesn't seem like you should actually have any type of break in the toe. The toe should be able to align completely straight. Anyway, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Per the website, there's not a lot of specs on these shoes. Then they say that they're about 5.8 ounces each in a 42, and this is this information I got from online, somebody else's review. This is a 42, and this is 6.349 ounces per shoe. So one shoe is very lightweight, but again, seems like it could be a little bit lighter because it has no insole. Just as a reference point, I do wear normally a 9.5 or 10 in some shoes. So you convert that to the European size, it should be about a 43. These are 42s. I have had the Neo before, and the Neo I wore a 43 and it fit well. I don't know if they did anything different in their sizes, because I bought an Evo, and the Evo and the 43 was enormous. It felt like a clown shoe, so I sent those back. Ended up really liking the Vivo Ultra, and I bought those in a 42, and those fit a little bit different than these. So These are going to get, again, be maybe just a little bit bigger than your normal Vivo, or a little bit bigger than your normal running shoe or casual shoe. So 42 is equivalent to a 9, and I would say that I'm on the larger size of a 9.5, if anything. Just take that into consideration. If you have a monster width of your foot, which I really don't, this is closer to maybe a D width. Um, if you have a bigger, wider foot, then you might want to go up if the length of your foot is, like, say, for instance, a 9.5, but you're 9.5 wide. I'd go up with the 43 versus the 42, just as a reference. All right, guys, check them out if you like them. Let me know. This is definitely one of the most minimal shoes that I've ever used. Definitely closest to barefoot I've ever been, with only 3 millimeters of protection in between me and the ground, with zero other things to interfere with the sensory feedback